Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Doc here, and before I get into Battlefield 3 information, I'm going to talk a little bit about the gameplay. I get into a chopper, and I fell miserably trying to drive it, so hopefully I'll learn how to fly soon enough. And on top of that, at the end of this video, I have like 3 wallpapers from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 1943 that I personally made, and I thought it was pretty cool. You know, it was just something I had some spare time to do, so I decided to go ahead and do it. And they'll be at the end of this video, and I'll either leave a link in the description for each one of them, or you can just private message me, tell me which one you want, and I can make it happen. So, anyways, playing some Vietnam, you know, it's casual gameplay. So I'm gonna move on to more Battlefield 3 information talk right now. So the first thing I wanted to clear up is that it's going to be 4-man squads, not 8. As far as I can tell from this point, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But as far as I know, I still think it's going to be 4-man squads. I'm just correcting myself from the last video, just so we don't get any type of controversy there. Okay, so 4-man squads. Okay, so assault and medic is now merging or combining together into one. So, you know, it's not necessarily combining, but the medic equipment is going into assault, is what I should say. And the assault is going to be able to have med packs, you know, the medic loadout as well as the assault loadout. So you can choose, you know, this is going to help overall, like everyone. I mean, you don't see a lot of people reviving or, you know, actually being a medic, because they'd much rather have an assault, have plenty of ammo, or have an SMG and shoot stuff down. They don't. Reviving people is on their minds, but moving it to assault, to having more mobility and being able to revive, I think this is a good move by DICE and Battlefield in general. So I think this is a great idea, a great innovation, and a step in the right direction, no doubt. Alright, next I'm going to talk about regional vehicle damage, which basically is just, let's say you shoot a tank inside of its treads. It's going to slow down, and if you shoot, let's say the top of the tank, or I don't know what it's called, the turning axis, I don't know, but if you shoot that, the turret's going to be gone, like up at the very top. Let's say you shoot the turret's going to be non-working. It's not going to be working at all. So I love this feature. It is realistic. I mean, they're just getting more and more in depth with realism, and I'm liking what they're doing so far. I just need to keep it up. So, and next I want to talk about, there's going to be 3 attachment slots. So right out of the box, and I'm not 100% sure if you have to unlock like all the attachments for it inside like some type of way, but if I'm wrong here, please correct me, but you're supposed to be able to put 3 attachments on your gun. So that's going to expand customization. I mean, people have been wanting more customization, or I don't know about most people, but more people outside the community would definitely want customization. I mean, I know that for a fact. I'm not too big on it myself, but you know, whatever floats your boat with customization. So they're adding on to that with the 3 attachments, and I'm not 100% sure what to think about it yet, but we'll see as time comes along. One more thing that I want to talk about was there's no more Magnum ammo, and what this says for me is basically the same thing that Treyarch said. We're not going to add stopping power to Black Ops, and when I first thought of this, I was like, all right, well, you know, they'll just make up for the damage, add stopping power on the weapons anyways. It wasn't necessarily like that, but with DICE and Battlefield, I'm pretty sure what they're going to do is add damage to where it would have had Magnum ammo, or where it was close to had Magnum ammo. And I kind of like this, because the fact is, you know, taking up that slot. It's kind of like how Treyarch felt, but I don't want them to get carried away here, because Magnum ammo, and watch this guy, this is hilarious, his body went flying everywhere, it's funny, but Magnum ammo is a key aspect, and I don't want to lose, a few gunfights just, based off of whoever has the better gun, if that makes sense. Because it used to be, inside of like, Modern Warfare 2 stopping power, every gun was good. Now I don't know how they're gonna balance it out. DICE has always done a wonderful job with balancing out weapons, and I'm curious to see how they're gonna balance it out with no Magnum ammo. Because with Magnum ammo, I mean, if you look at all the stats of the guns inside of Vietnam, inside of Battlefield Bad Company 2, the regular, you're going to see a very balanced gun selection. For instance, the M16 has a higher rate of fire, lower damage than the AK-47, whereas the AK-47 has higher damage and a lower rate of fire. They find ways to balance this, some issues, especially with the M60 patch that they made. So I'm just curious to see how no Magnum ammo is going to truly affect Battlefield 3. It could be a good thing, could be, iffy. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I think it's going to be a right move. Definitely opens up more customization for that slot, to where you could use like maybe a sight instead of Magnum ammo. So, anyways, I'm wrapping this up. So my team won. It's all good and dandy, and if you want, just stick around and I'll show you the 3 wallpapers that I have made. So I think I went 12-3, 4KD, M16, whatever. But here's the 3 wallpapers coming up here in a second. Alright, so right there I have like a mirrored image of Battlefield 3. I thought it was pretty cool. And next I have an infrared version of it. And after that, I have a Battlefield 1943 vintage lens flare action going on. So if you'd like to get any of these as a downloadable for your desktop or laptop or whatever you have, just private message me, or I'll try to put download links inside the description. I'm not sure where I'm going to download them to yet, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed.